Oh, so Reed, what brings you to Australia?
Well, I just graduated high school back in America, so I came here for 1 year on a gap year to work in the nightclubs and get a new experience. And then after this, I'm going back home to go to university.
Wow, so talented, you're so mature. But why do you choose Australia? Why not maybe work in clubbing industry in the US or UK or Canada? Why Australia?
Well, I'm also a professional scuba diver, so I'm a dive master. So I work on scuba diving boats. So that was one of the criteria for when I came to America, was to be able to scuba dive and work on scuba diving boats. And then after doing that for a couple months, I was like, hey, what else could I do? And came down to the Gold Coast and just been having a good time ever since.
So cool. So after you traveling to other countries, do you think maybe in US, what should change? Like so many people, they feel like America is not that beautiful, not that safe. So maybe as an American's opinion, what happened in US?
Well, as an American, I don't have necessarily the average views. I personally am not for guns, and I'm not personally for outlawing abortion for women. So I think that's the main thing that I changed, is just the safety for everybody, but as well as safety for women especially, and their right to have their choice of their bodies. I think it's a super big thing that Australia and honestly just the rest of the world has that America is really lacking on. Yeah.
So how is the US President Donald Trump now?
Well, I think it's a funny time to ask with all the tapes going on. It's a pretty heated thing going on. Obviously, I'm not necessarily for them. As a show, not really worth it. Fabric, free entry. Not really going too well for us, so not a huge fan of him. Didn't vote for him myself.
So, what's your future plan, future goal you want to achieve? Because you are so talented, you haven't yet studied university, just graduated from high school.
Yeah, I'm studying business next year, so I'm hoping that after that I'll be able to get into the business industries. Who knows where it'll lead me? Maybe to the nightclub industry now that I've had some experience. Maybe scuba diving, or maybe something completely different. Kind of just all up to see what happens in the next 4 years and see where I get led.
So maybe how would you like to expand your social media?
Social media. Well, I think just working on the street, you get to meet a ton of people. It's one of the greatest experiences I've ever had, honestly. Just getting to meet so many people. And as a 19-year-old back in America, I could never really get this opportunity, having to wait till I'm 21. So being 19 in Australia, completely different country, living on my own, you get to meet so many people with so many cool experiences. So I think that's the main way.
And so many people, they want to immigrate to US, America. So do you think what's the best part about US? Why so many people, they want to move to US?
I think honestly the main attraction to the US is the idea of the American dream. And at this point, who knows if it's really the American dream or just the dream of all, realistically. You can come to Australia, have just the same amount of opportunities. It's all just a mindset of where people go. They go to America and they have this idea that, oh, this is where I'll make it. But really, put the work in, you can make it anywhere.
So amazing. And any celebrity or singer you want to meet in the future?
That I want to meet. I'm a big fan of Calvin Harris. He's my favorite DJ, so that'd be the dream at this point.
Yeah. Please sponsor.
Yeah.
What's your Instagram? Could you
Reed.Flinchbaugh.
Could you spell it?
REED.FLINCHBAUGH, and you'll be able to find me.
Yeah, please follow and sponsor. Wow, this in Asia, we meet so many American friends. So I wonder, in your opinion, why there aren't much American in Australia?
I think the main reason is that a lot of people go to Asia for the culture to experience something different. And I think when people think of Australia, people don't see it as too far from, or culturally too different from America. So just going to Asia is just such a different experience. It's such an awesome experience that people want to take advantage of. As of coming to Australia, you have the distance. It takes, 17 hours for me to get here. And then people just want to experience a completely different lifestyle and see what's different around the world.
It's more like England, really. More like England. It's more like England, but more the tropical version, you know? Do you know what I mean?
I see. So if you can live in one Asian country for a couple of years, which country do you want to live in?
I think living in Japan would be awesome. I love Japanese food. It's my favorite food.
You should start to learn Japanese.
And then I think just the culture is awesome there. I'd love to go experience it. I took a little bit of Japanese back in school. It wasn't very good, but I learned a little bit. Loved to learn about the culture.
Animation.
Meet all the people. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Pleasure to meet you.